questions for April. Mr. Tony, would you mind going to,
Okay. The one that says on top, it will say June 20th of 2014. That's the May's report. In May of 2014, we did look at a little 412 claims, and the total amount of the claims were 10,596,33.17. We made inquiries or observations into 44 claims in the amount of 394,286.51 cents. Also, it should be noted for the month of May, we did not have an open or outstanding inquiries. All of the inquiries and issues were resolved as of the end of May. It's also attached to that is also a detailed sheet of all the warrants and all the inquiries, and we will take questions. Well, the check was actually avoided. I think that was, they realized that before the check whatever went out.
Right. Which account should it have been paid?
I think you should pay capital.
The bond from the $33 million bond that was issued in 2008, 2009. What happened was they put it under the capital bond, the current capital bond, which is the prospect bond. So upon realizing it, the check was voided and put it to the correct account, the old bond. So it's all H. It's all the H fund. It's just a matter of
Within the H fund?
within the H fund. It was just there's a different account for two different properties.
What is that account?
It comes from the H fund.
Okay.
The bond, the capital bond fund. So instead of selecting, say, hypothetically, Capital One, they selected Bank of America. The money is in two different banks. So the 33 meant for the prospect bond and the old bond that we had years ago.
Oh, okay.
So,
So it's
yeah.
like sub-accounts within an account.
To represent the different banks that we have.
Okay.
Yes. What was that bond? That bond was, okay, so here's a little bit. We had a bond that was floated before I came to the district. It was a bond that did touch-ups and alterations at the middle school, the high school, and several elementary schools. And the issue is there's a problem with one of the contractors that we had to sue because the architect would not sign off on the payment, his final authorization for payment, because the architect did not feel that the work was performed to our standards. It's a lawsuit because the contractor does not want to finish the work. He claims that he's done. So this is the attorney that we have hired to fight this lawsuit to make him either come back and do the work or give us a credit back so we can hire other contractors to finish the work. And it has something to do with duct work. I'm not a facilities guy, but it's the duct work. Say it again?
Construction bond, completion bond, any specific type of bond?
It was a capital improvement bond.
Capital improvement bond. Is there any cost associated with that bond? For you?
See?
Is there any cost?
close out the project because the architect won't sign off on the form of final completion until we resolve that one last piece. $200,000 in what they call ductwork. So John Osborne is the attorney that's working to resolve this issue.
Well, as a matter of record, generally, you can take out a completion bond, which means that the contractor will complete the work as specified. And then you talk to the bonding company to finish the work. And then they sue the contractor, not us. So you just got things a little twisted.
I think,
What's the point of information?
I think you're talking about two different things.
I'm sure we are.
He's trying to talk about the payment to the attorney. He's not talking about the actual work. He's talking about performance or that kind of this one for completion. It's two different issues.
So the payment to attorney is $260,000?
No, the payment to the attorney was probably whatever work they did on the case, probably a couple of $1,000 for their hourly labor on working on the case.
So what's the $260,000 for?
Those are check numbers.
You look at, that's a check number probably. You know, those are check numbers.
We should have every contractor should be on, it's just economic deal. It makes sense. That's why everybody calls.
They have that bond. They don't need to go through the lawsuit. That's something.
Yeah, that's my point. That's the only expertise I've got. Take the fork out.
No.
The one about the check, check that you paid by vendor? Baruch Zero Box Office, LLC?
That was a check that was issued to a vendor for students that were going to see The Lion King. After the check was issued, what happened was is that the box office, they couldn't make good on the tickets. We couldn't get the check to them on time for them to make good getting the tickets. And then subsequently, the check was returned, and then what happened was that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the teacher was able to put it on a credit card and then paid her that way instead. But they couldn't honor their commitment, even though we had sent the check out, then they said they didn't get it, and then they couldn't get the tickets from the box office in time, so then they returned our check.
And the issue is that we had to respond by a certain date in order to get a discount. So when we sent the check out, when we got the information, so when the check was received, they would not honor the discount. So then the teacher put it on the credit card and we reimbursed it. So we can
think she's talking about going forward. That's right, she's talking about going forward.
What
She's
we'll
not,
do is, what we'll do is we'll review the paperwork, because this must be a yearly bill.
No, it's only like, I have it in the car. It's only, yeah, I see it.
Okay, no problem.
But, man, why are we paying for it anyway? That's such a,
Well, for starters, in reference to citizens, we need to find out if this is a part of our contract. Hold on.
So, does the radio not work?
No, well, my thing is, in reference to the Sirius radio, that's, I mean, who puts that in a
The
contract?
radio works, right?
So why are we paying for it?
There we go.
Right.
Well, I think we determined to have it discontinued. Can we vote to have it discontinued?
Well, we can do that, we can make a recommendation to bring it to the board, and then the board has to make the final decision.
Committee today voted to recommend that.
So that'll be one of the recommendations going to the board, to terminate the Sirius radio for the superintendent. If she wants to keep it, she needs to pay for it herself.